Right. So, Tanisha, do you have the presentation ready with you today?
Yes, sir. I'll put it up.
Okay. So, okay, girls, Tanisha will make the presentation. அதை watch பண்ணுங்க. Projector இருந்ததுன்னா projector திரும்பி பார்த்து உட்காருங்க. Once Tanishwar finishes the presentation, you will have to ask some questions to Tanishwar. So it will take some time. அதனால எல்லாரும் just turn around to the projector and just watch the presentation, please. Right, Tanisha, you can start.
Right, this week I made my presentation on the top 10 American Revolution people or events. And the first one is the Battle of Delaware River or Trenton. And this is one of the first successful battles during the American Revolution because this gave the colonists confidence that they could win the war. So this was between America and British, and the colonists were the people in America and they wanted independence from Britain. So, and Britain at the time had a very large army, and this battle gave them this battle gave them confidence that they could. And George Washington led this battle, and it was a surprise attack on Christmas Eve. And then the second event is the Declaration of Independence. And without this, the American Revolution wouldn't have been possible, and the U.S. would have never gained independence because this was the only way to let Britain know that they wanted independence, and it was important at the time, and it's top 2 on my list because everybody signed it and it had rights, and they also created like many of the laws during the time. And because of this, Britain got mad at the colonists and they started the war. The third person now was George Washington, and George Washington led many battles during the war, and he was actually a general of the army, and many battles and like many of the battles he led, they've been very successful and marked victory for the colonists. And the famous Delaware River surprise attack was one of the first battles he led, and this became successful. And George Washington made third on my list. And also a fun fact about him is that when people asked him to become like king or president, he first said no, and then everybody wanted to be president, so he became president. So that's why he's on my list. And then Benjamin Franklin is also on my list because he didn't do anything in the war, but he's one of the founding fathers. He signed his name on the Constitution. He also signed his name on the Declaration of Independence, and he was a scientist and he gave a lot of ideas, and he had a lot of spies within the Britain army, and he gave them information during the Republic. And without his information, they would have never won the war. So he's also very important on the list. And the Treaty of Paris is on this list too because it's the thing that ended the thing, and it granted the colonists their independence. If this wasn't signed, the American Revolution would have never ended. And I think the Treaty of Paris was given to them by Britain so they could get their independence because they were just tired of fighting. So if they didn't sign it, or if they thought this was a trap, then they wouldn't have gotten independence. And it's a good thing that they didn't think of it as a trap and they signed it. And then Battle of Bunker Hill. And without this battle, nobody would have felt like confident or success because The thing is they didn't win this battle, but they were able to kill a lot of people on the other side, and they lowered the number on the Britain army by a lot, and this gave the army members confidence and the colonists confidence, and they knew if they just put in like a little bit more effort, they could get rid of Britain from here and gain the land to themselves. So this is why this is on my list. I don't know why it says fifth. And then the Battle of Yorktown. And this is the first final battle of the Revolutionary War. And this is when the Britain army surrendered, and they gave the colonists the victory. But this was not easy, and many people died while trying to do this, and it took 6 years for it to end. And so this battle should definitely be on the list because they finally decided to surrender and give it to Britain, or give it to the US or America. And then the shot heard around all the world. I think that's just a figure of speech, but I think it made everyone confident because they all fought together, and like there were a lot of shots, so there's a lot of fighting going on. So I think they were just all very confident because of this, and they didn't give up during these fights at all. So yeah. And then the Battle of Saratoga is the last one I'm going to be talking about, and this was a crucial turning point in the American Revolution for the colonists because they had completely won the battle and they gave no mercy to the British soldiers. So there were no British soldiers around during the battle, and they all died. So this was able to give them confidence, and this was also a very big victory for them because Britain was probably shocked after hearing this and probably very mad too. And just like this, they won a few more battles, and that's what caused Britons to give them their independence. And then the last one I'll be talking about is Valley Forge. I think this is the last one. And the Valley Forge wasn't there. I think that's where they all stayed during the war, and that's where they got all their guns and they practiced, and they would have learned or practiced their skills, and they would probably not be healthy either because they wouldn't have a place to stay, and they would have to stay in other people's homes, and it would be messed up. So I think this was a good place for people to be in. And that's my presentation. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome, Tanishwar.
Thank you.
Well done, Tanishwar.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so girls, what Tanishwar presented, அதுல ரொம்ப முக்கியமா அதாவது the historical events that happened in the world exclusively in specific relevance to America. அதுல ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ஒரு ஸ்லைட் நீங்க பார்த்திருப்பீங்க. I think the second last slide, one last slide before the last slide, the shots that hurt. அது ரொம்ப ஃபேமஸான ஒரு விஷயம். ஏன்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, when the war was going on all around the world, silence அப்படிங்கிறது it was not even an order. எப்பவுமே பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னம்னா bullets, shots, gun shots and tank shots, bomb shots அப்படிங்கிறது டம்னு கேட்டுக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். So the empirical evidence shows that people who lived in that regime, they didn't even have a proper hearing. அவங்களால வந்துட்டு சரியா காது கேட்காத அளவுக்கு இருப்பாங்க. But they were அந்த ஷார்ட்ஸ் அந்த சவுண்டு தான் வந்து அவங்களுடைய வாழ்க்கையை ரன் பண்ணுச்சுன்ட்டு ஒரு ஹிஸ்டரி. That's what Tanishwar presented in that particular slide. So it was a good collection of historical events, and some of them were strange events. Like, for example, George Washington நான் president ஆகவே மாட்டேன்னு தான் என்னைக்கு சொல்லிட்டே இருப்பார். He always said that he will never become a president, but eventually he became a president. Then the story that Tanishwar presented about Benjamin Franklin, a very knowledgeable kind of slide presentations. Ipo, girls, if you've got any questions, even if it is a simplistic form of questions, you can ask Tanishwar.
Tanishwar, why you select this topic?
So Tanishwar, what made you select this topic? That's what Kirtika is asking.
Okay. So I know a lot about American history, and the American Revolution is how they gained independence from America, and I wanted to do a presentation about this because because you guys are all in India, so I want to like inform you about what it's like here and stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
Why you select George Washington? That topic I will not understand. You will explain.
Can you explain one more time about George Washington for Kirtika, Tanishwar?
Okay, so George Washington, he led many battles throughout the war, and these battles were like very successful, and he led them very successful. And I think all the battles he led, he won, and this marked the victory for colonists. And one of the famous battles he did was the Delaware surprise attack, which I think was the first slide. And since this became successful, they eventually got independence from Britain. And a fun fact about George Washington was that like people wanted him to be president because he was a good like army general, but he never really wanted to be president.
Okay.
Thank you for your explanation. Nice presentation.
Thank you.
Any other questions, girls?
Yes, sir. Angelica have questions, sir.
Yes, Angelica, what is the question?
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Okay, Kanisha, after Angelica, you can ask. Angelica, what's the question?
What is mean by
Angelica, whatever you want to ask, bold, தெளிவா சத்தமா கேளு. நம்ம பேசுற இங்கிலீஷ் கரெக்டா இருக்குமோங்கிற டவுட் எல்லாம் இருக்க வேண்டாம். This is all learning environment. அதனால எந்த இதுவும் இல்லை. Come on, ask louder.
What is mean by colonized?
What is mean by?
Colonized.
Colonized.
Yes, sir.
Tanishwar, you explained about the colonized revolution, and she is looking for some understanding on that. Can you explain again in simpler terms?
Yeah, so colonist is so what like an empire would do is when they find new land, they would claim the new land, and they first, before the land is like completely part of like their country, first it would be called colonies, and in this situation the colonists are actually like so the colonists are people from that empire, and they would go and live there. So the colonists in this situation were actually from Britain, and they lived on the colonies, which was America, but but they wanted independence from Britain because they found that their government system was very scuffed. So a colonist is basically what the empire sends out to the colonies to live, basically.
Okay, Angelica, what Tanishwar explains, you see, colony அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து அந்த காலத்துல இருக்கிறதுக்கு இடம் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து it was a very big battle. இன்னைக்குதான் வந்துகிட்டு நம்ம ஒரு கிரவுண்டை வந்துகிட்டு வேல்யூவேஷன் போட்டு அதை கட் பண்ணி அதை சென்டா நம்ம சேல்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிற மாதிரி கவர்மெண்ட் நம்மளுக்கு வசதி பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. Those days, இந்த இடம் இவங்களுது அந்த இடம் அவங்களுது அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி எல்லாம் இல்லாம one country, for example, British people, the Great Britain people, when they occupied India, டோட்டலா எல்லா லேண்டையும் அவங்க எடுத்துக்கிட்டாங்க. ஸோ இந்த காலனைஸ்டு சிஸ்டம் என்னன்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, people started making revolution to the landlords and the viceroys, and they wanted space for their living. எங்களுக்கு தனி நிலம் வேணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அந்த போராட்டங்கள் நடத்தின அந்த ஒரு கான்செப்டுக்கு பேரு தான் காலனைசேஷன். அந்த காலனைசேஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது அதிகமா பிரசித்தி பெற்ற ஒரு it has been on a commendable position only in America. அமெரிக்கா தான் அதை அமெரிக்கன் பழைய ஆட்கள் மூதாதையர்கள் தான் அதை வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அப்படி பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க. தென் வி ஹேட் இந்தியன் கலோனியல் சிஸ்டம். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒவ்வொரு நாட்டுக்கும் கலோனியல் சிஸ்டம் அப்படிங்கிறது ஃபார்ம் ஆச்சு. அதை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பண்ணது அந்த ஒரு கான்செப்டை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எமர்ஜ் பண்ண வச்சதுங்கிறது அமெரிக்கன்ஸ். அதை பத்தி தான் தானேஸ்வர் ஒரு ஸ்லைட்ல சொன்னார். நவ் டு யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்?
Yes, sir.
குட். கனிஷா, யூ ஹேட் a question to Taneshwar. What is it?
I know, sir, that question Kirti Akka asked me, sir.
Are you sure? Okay, fine.
I'm sure.
Right.
Yes,
Any other questions, girls?
sir. No, sir.
Now let's come to our question. My question, Taneshwar. My question is pretty simple. Like when you spoke about George Washington, you spoke about Benjamin Franklin, and in fact, you spoke about the Paris Treaty as well. Now, I was very much excited when you spoke about Paris Treaty. Now, when you are making the research about all this, girls, na பேசுற இங்கிலீஷ் உங்களுக்கு ஓரளவுக்கு புரியுதுல்ல?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So when you are making research about these, Taneshwar, like you had your legs, jumping like Spider-Man from here to here. And in one slide we had Treaty of Paris. In another slide we had the shots that were heard. And in another slide we heard, Benjamin Franklin and George Washington. And in another slide, all of a sudden we saw the treaty that was signed for the the independence, the deal of independence. And sometimes you said that I don't know how this came into the 5th as my list or 6th as my list. So there was a kind of a sound of confusion from your side. My two questions are: first, how did you make in Boston, based on what criteria you started making these research? And it was really wonderful. And number two, what was the reason for your own confusion as to which has to come first, which has to come second, likewise?
So when I read my research, I was looking for like people, like things, and like battles and events. I guess I was looking for all three of these. And the reason I think I was confused was like, first I didn't label the slides properly, and then second, it's all like different, it's all different categories. So you can't like, so maybe I can say one battle is better than the other battle, but I can't say like a battle is better than what a person did or something like that.
That's correct. Maybe you could have organized people in one section of your presentation and the battles in another section of presentation. So if that had been done, that would have been even more clearer for all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that was nice presentation by Taneshwar. He occupied the dais for about 20 minutes now. I really appreciate Taneshwar for this. Girls, last, Taneshwar was given an award. Did Dad give you the award, Taneshwar?
Yes, sir.
May I know, last time you made some plans, and how did you use the money?
I didn't spend it yet, sir. I'm still thinking on what to spend it on.
So if that thinking is really getting lengthened, then the best way is just put it as a savings, and then you can meticulously think and gradually use it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So that's the end of Taneshwar's presentation. Now it's time for me to explain what tasks that girls have been given. So Taneshwar, you are also supposed to make, and I would like to share the screen. So the girls have worked on something. I would like to share the screen. Yeah, Taneshwar, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want you to focus on these 7 portfolios: a company, a small town, an exhibition space, a vacation space, an education institution, a small holiday facility, and a country. Now, girls have been segregated into various teams, and we have got 5 teams The leaders are Kamala, Ramya, Abhinandini, Angelica, and Beulah. So the 5 teams have got their choices. Like Beulah, they are going to speak about company, small town, and education institution. And each team has got decided and they have prepared for the presentation as well. Now, Tanishwar, what I'm asking you to do is, meanwhile, when the girls are preparing for, when they are making the presentation, I want you to make a choice, one among these 7. Maybe you can also present one among these 7. If you're presenting, what will be your choice? You can take some time. You can take some time preparing. Let's say if it is an education institution, the creativity is yours. You can create an education institution and you can really come up with a name and you can explain whatever you want. So which choice you would like to choose? One among the 7 or 2 among the 7 choices yours.
I will just do like a vacation space.
Fantastic. So you parallelly prepare and then let us know and then we will see your presentation. How much time do you require for it?
So do I just like make the name of the vacation space and see what's there?
Yes, correct. A creative name for the vacation space and what are all the facilities you are going to render for the customers. And it is the brainchild of yours. Everything is creatively yours. And what are you going to do in order to ensure that the vacation space is much different than the other vacation spaces? Likewise, you got to think likewise.
Okay, sir. So maybe like 15 to 20 minutes.
All right. Okay. So maybe after finishing 2 or 3 teams of girls, I'll come back to you. Within that, we will have 15-20 minutes. Would that be fine for you?
Yes, sir.
You can take your own privacy. Like you can mute us and you can prepare and let us know once you're ready. Put it in message and then we'll be ready for you.
Okay, sir.
All right. So girls, we will give some 15 minutes time for Tanishwar for preparation. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. Seri. Tanishwar prepare panatum. Tanishwar, your time starts now. And now, so which team is going to speak first?
நீங்களே சொல்லுங்க சார்.
கனிஷா வாலண்டியரா கை தூக்குறா, அப்புறம் நீங்களே சொல்லுங்க. நீ நிறைய நேரங்கள்ல உன் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் என்ன நினைக்கிறாங்கன்னு தெரியாம நீயே தானா முடிவு பண்ண. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திரும்பி எல்லாரையும் பாரு, எல்லாரும் என்ன சொல்றாங்கிறத கிரகிச்சுக்கிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நீ பேசணும். ஓகே? Kanisha, Priya, you raised hand and I saw one more hand and I think that was Kanimari's hand. No, yes, sir. Kamala's hand. So Kanimari's hand was. Okay, so it is Kamala. Kamala's team has got educational institution and country. Seri, Kamala, on team யார் யார் இருக்கா? நீ கனிமொழி அப்புறம்? Oh, you, Esther and Yamaja. Okay, Kamala, you can start. Come on.
Okay, sir. Hi, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I will start my presentation. My topic name is company. My company name is JEK Group of Company. My company address. Sorry. Sir, 1 minute, sir. The phone is Sir, my topic name is the company. My company name is JEK Group of Company. My company address Raj Street, Chennai. In my company, my company what product in available means coconut oil. Sir, sorry. Kamala, Esther, Jenny are 3 friends. One day, 3 girls are discussed. Kamala is a coconut oil company. Is my dream. Kamala is say we are all state are my
Good. Kamala, this is your best presentation. You are actually doing really good. நீ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணதை முடிக்க ட்ரை பண்ணு. Come on. Well done.
Start one company. Three girls are three girls that
சொல்லிட்டு இருக்க அப்புறம் டக்குன்னு நிறுத்திடுறியே ஏன்? Come on. Continue. நீ சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கிறது எனக்கு இது வரைக்கும் ஃப்ளோ புரிஞ்சுது. அது அப்படியே கண்டினியூ பண்ணு. You are thinking that you are making a mistake, but you are not. You are not making a mistake. Come on. பார்த்து படிச்சு அதை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் படிச்சுக்கோ. படிச்சு அதை அப்படியே பேசுறதுக்கு ட்ரை பண்ணு. That's how you learn. Come on.
Kamala is say we are all start one company. Three girls are sister, Esther, Jenny say okay. Kamala we are all start the company. Kamala say and next day she will start a small company that company product in coconut oil.
Good job, Kamala. This is one of your best presentations. You did really well. Well done. Sure. Definitely.
Here were 50 helpers. Next, she will collect machines and coconut. She starts work and next collecting coconut and next dry the coconut and grinding the coconut. She will take coconut oil and she will help her going to delivery coconut oil in all store shops and she have more money. Kamala is very happy. The dream is success. So three girls are very happy. She will go to one beach and we are all enjoy the life.
What was the reason for taking coconut as a primary product for your company? அதாவது கோகனட்டை ஒரு பிரைமரி ப்ராடக்டா எடுத்து கோகனட் ஆயில் கோர் ஆஃப் கோகனட் அப்படிங்கறத வச்சு கஸ்டமர்ஸுக்கு சர்வ் பண்ணணும்னு உங்களுக்கு தோணுனதுக்கு என்ன காரணம்? இங்கிலீஷ். எஸ் சார், இங்கிலீஷ் சொல்லணும். தமிழ் பேசுறதுக்கான கேக்குறேன். சொல்லு. Right. Correct. Right. Good job. Okay, well done. Okay, Jenny, your turn. Jenny, phone இருக்கா? ஏன்னா கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்டன்ஸா இருக்கு அப்படி. ஜெனி, which is comfortable? லேப்டாப் ஸ்பீக்கர்லயே பேசுறியா இல்ல எப்படி? சரி பேசுங்க. Go ahead.
Hi sir, good evening sir.
Good evening, Jen.
Now I will tell about my education institution. I will tell about education institution name. The name of school is Saratoga School. My school education is very super, and my school children have
800. My school teacher 40, male 30, male 35, female 5. And my school support is Manikandan Sundaresan sir and BSK sir and Manimakare ma'am. These people are in our school helping, and our school has playground, and our school have library and free. And my school class LKG to 12th standard, and the school brand in our school have all facilities. That's it.
Nice thinking. Very nice thinking. So, education institution anything போட்டீங்க trainer. Right. Okay. Good job, Emma Jenin. Very well done. Nicely presented. Company and education institution. ரெண்ட பத்தியும் கமலாவோட team சொன்னாங்க. They have really tried well. The best part is the team is really merryful. மூணு பேருமே அவங்களால முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு explain பண்ணாங்க. Kamala spoke really well today. So this is one of her best presentations. So she also promised that she will speak without disturbances and laughing next time. So we will hope. Good job. So Kamala's team, have you done? Finished? Avladana? Sorry, okay. Right. Now, இப்போ educational institution and company பேசியிருக்காங்க. Now, there is one country, there is one particular team that is speaking about company, education institution, and exhibition space. So, let us go to Beulah's team. Company, small town, and educational institution.
நாங்க ஸ்மால் டவுனுக்கு பதிலா வெக்கேஷன் பிளேஸ்
யாரை கேட்டு மாத்துனேன்? Okay. பேசுங்க. சொல்லுங்க. Whatever you have prepared. Come on. Speak like a professional. Come on. Good evening, Bill.
Now I am started my presentation.
Yes.
And company name is Happy Home Company. Today's birth, people have lots of what can depression, so people with do not people was do not speak at family. When I am started this company was that social service, and the company purpose make happy to the family. My company workers 150 members. My company number 968676 5656. No family members is not taken with our child and our wife. So break our relationship. This is that current one family member is our call my number Happy Home Company member. First my work in give counseling and my relaxing therapy. First, the God, then my works discuss the one person how to make happy to our family. Some surprise and more beautiful and one story that make a beautiful relationship. That programs make a understanding our family members.
That moment that man said to my company. Thank you. That is my company purpose. Because the world running for fast, more people missing our happiness. And pressed evil, so suicide. So I am started this company, Happy Home Company. Let avoid the suicide. So your happiness may my smile. So you will happy. I am also happy.
Well done. Well done. Beulah, this is the longest presentation you have ever made. 60 செஷன்ல இதுதான் first நீ longest session பண்ணது. So good support from your team member and you have tried really well. Very well done. Very well done. You are happy. I'm also happy. அப்படிங்கிற அந்த last statement was very powerful. Happy home for suicidal thoughts. அப்படிங்கிற அந்த suicidal thoughts குள்ள போனவங்களுக்கு தனியான ஒரு home. That's a very good idea. It's actually much needed. That's a very good idea. நல்லா யோசிச்சிருக்கீங்க good team. Well done. Well done. Nice. Okay. Next. Yes, Kanimori.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Kanimori.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Now I am started my presentation. Topic is vacation place. The vacation place. So, Snow Fantasy Park.
Okay.
There's Snow Fantasy Park in Palakkad. The place look like a Black Thunder. Snow Fantasy Park is starting by a welcome the customers. The family members will come and stay the place. Snow Fantasy, wonderful vacation place. More
Okay.
place in the Snow Fantasy, Ratinam and Space Ring, Ghost Home and Magic Home, and one beautiful place is 3D picture and mirror room from amazing place to the children's in a Snow Fantasy Park. It is a super vacation place in summer. The big food coding in the Snow Fantasy. First we all are place the electronic game, and the next one in water game, rolling the circus with water. The guys are flying and down the water. And super wave game, it is a super game. More swimming people are come and play with and enjoy. So Fantasy is a most population wonderful vacation place in Coimbatore.
Okay. Well done. Nice scheme of presentation. கோயம்புத்தூர்ல ஒரு vacation space உருவாக்கி இருக்கீங்க. Good job. Well done. How different is it from Black Thunder? Black Thunderல இல்லாத ஒரு ஃபெசிலிட்டி அப்படின்னா உங்களுடைய எக்ஸிபிஷன் ஸ்பேஸ்ல என்னது?
சார் அப்படிலாம் எதுவும் இல்ல சார். Black
அப்படிலாம் எதுவுமே
Thunder
இல்லை.
இல்ல சார், Black Thunder மாதிரியே தான் சார் Snow Fantasyயும்.
Okay, right.
சார் அங்க எவ்வளோ வாட்டர் ரிசோர்ஸ் வாட்டர் கேம்ல இருக்கும் அதே மாதிரி இங்கேயும் இருக்கு சார்.
I see. Okay, right. Well done. Fantastic. So Kirtika, now it's your turn.
Good evening, one and all present here. Hi sir, good evening.
Good evening, Kirtika.
My topic is education institution. When I start a elite school, the school name is Elite. it's help to the poor people. The student is 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. The student will come and stay the my elite school. Come and stay the elite school. Elite school.
Come and stay in the elite school. Abram.
The best teachers and physical activity trainers in my elite school. The students study well in my elite school. Students will come to elite school, give you a more specific specialty and more helpful. More helpful. We are giving one student for tab and free Wi-Fi, free food for students, the poor people. He or she asked with the teacher, no time. Monthly once the student went to out the home. We are giving a permission. The student is study well and get a good marks in central examinations. The science student, we are trained to NEET exam, and the art student, we are trained to TNPC exam and IPS, IAS exam. The schools, right there, work to elite school. Schools change here, India, world. The next generation have a grateful future in the India. The elite school purpose is keep the student, give a best performance in the Indian nation. That is Abdul Kalam dream. The elite school finished the Abdul Kalam dream. The best, the human dreams and the youths make a beautiful India.
Fantastic. Okay, very well done. Very well done. Almost all the facilities are given in your school. Good job, Kirtiga. Nalla think pannirkeenga. Right from Wi-Fi facility till IPS coaching and NCRT coaching and civil service coaching அப்படிங்கறதெல்லாம் think பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. Very well done and nicely explained. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Right. So now we are going to have the next team. Beulah's team have presented a small town in exhibition space, an educational institution, and company. Now we will go to Ramya's team, company, education institution, and exhibition space. Ramya. Yaar team la Ramya?
Sir, Ramya who Kanisha sir.
Okay. Kanisha, Priya, and Ramya.
Hi, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ramya.
And good evening, everybody. Now I am start my presentation. I will tell you about my company. Name is my company. What product? Here has 15 has here, and here have 500. Here are very good person and very good workers. Very good workers. Also here one thing. On available. Here all chocolate flavors available. Flavors are available. We have more specific for customers and workers. One day minimum 500 to 1,000 customers. Variety customers will come my foreign chocolate and I will sell to customers. When we not add chemical because chocolates are mostly gas with chips. So we only use milk and gelatin. Industry is used for many people. The chocolate is very low cost price and very self-regulating also. Company is very useful to people, and they are very happy, and we are also very happy.
Good job, Ramya. Well done. Well done. Very nice try. Although you have help from your friends. Nalla try பண்ணீங்க. Good job. Fine. Kanisha Priya?
Sir,
Yes, சொல்லுங்க.
hi sir, good evening sir.
Good evening, Kanisha.
Now I will start my presentation. I will tell about educational institution. My institutional name is King's Queens. My school playground is very big. Here have LKG to 12th standard. Here 83 female teachers and 15 male teachers and one vice principal and one assistant principal. Here 4,000 students. Here have all facilities to students and teachers. This school is co-education. This school uniform color is red with sandal. Here have 23 vans. Most of students will come with her parents and most of students will come in school van. This school fees for LKG to UKG is 3,000. Then first standard to 5th standard is 6,000. Then 6th standard to 8th standard is 8,000. Then 9th standard to 10th standard is 10,000. Then 11th standard to 12th standard is 13,500. Here have all groups for 11th to 12th standard. Here have special 10 teachers for 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard. In this school inside have 2 canteens available. Extra circulatory activity in my school have. My institution need a sponsored by BSK sir and Manigandan Sundaresan sir. In my school, all water facility have. In my school, time is 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. In my school, 2 watchmen available. One watchman is daytime worker and one watchman is nighttime worker. For middle class family, we will give concession. I will give school bag for all students free. In my school have karate, yoga, singing and dance. In my school 12th standard girls school people leader and 12th standard boy assistant school people leader. My school hairstyle for student is ponytail. We are 3 women to take care of LKG and UKG kids. My school workers are
good maintaining for school campus and school garden. In my school have 2 PT female teacher and 2 PT male teacher and 1 female karate teacher and 1 male karate teacher. 3 female teacher for singing and dancing. 2 female teacher for yoga. These classes are weekly once we conduct to all students. Finally, all facilities have in my school and all students and students parents are all are very happy and we are also very happy to made a institution. That's all, sir.
Fantastic, fantastic. Very well done, very well done. Good job, Isha.
Thank
Very-
you, sir.
Very nice presentation. Thank you so much for making me involved.
Welcome, sir.
Okay. 1 second.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the best part about Kanisha's school is the fees is very, very reasonable. And 13,500 அப்படிங்கிறது ஹையர் செகண்டரி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் உடைய ஃபீஸ்ன்னு சொல்லி அவங்க சொன்னாங்க. இங்கே பொள்ளாச்சியில கோயம்புத்தூர்ல உங்களுக்கே தெரியும் அது எல்கேஜி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்குடைய யூகேஜி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் உடைய ஃபீஸ். ஸோ இப்போ கனிஷாவுடைய டீமை பத்தி நான் இன்னும் கொஞ்ச நேரம் பேசுறேன். பட் அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் இப்போ ஒருத்தரை ஜூம் ரூம்குள்ள கொண்டு வர போறேன். ஹிஸ் நேம் இஸ் சித்தார்த். சித்தார்த் என்னுடைய அக்கா பையன். கம்பெனில வேலை கிடைச்சிருக்கு. இன்னைக்கு நைட் அந்த கம்பெனிக்கு கிளம்புறாரு. இஸ் கோயிங் டு அதர் ஸ்டேட். ஸோ அவரை ஒரு நிமிஷம் எனக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ண அப்படி ஃபோன் எடுக்கல, நான் வேற கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கேன், நீ கிளாஸ்க்குள்ள வான்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன். ஐ எம் இன்வைட்டிங் ஹிம். ஓகே
Okay, sir.
சித்தார்த்.
Yeah, hi, Mama.
ஹாய்.
Yeah, hi.
எத்தனை மணிக்கு
போயிட்டு இருக்கேன், Mama. I'm on the way.
ரைட். எத்தனை மணிக்கு ஃப்ளைட்டு?
எனக்கு 40க்கு, Mama.
Okay, right. So Taneshwar and girls, this is my nephew Siddharth. Siddharth வந்து சயின்ஸ் பேக்ரவுண்ட்ல பிஜி முடிச்சுட்டு ஒரு கம்பெனில ஜாயின் பண்ண போறாரு. And he is catching his flight and he is going to other state. So அந்த கம்பெனி தமிழ்நாட்டுல இல்ல. He is going to the other state. அவர் பிஜி பண்ணதும் அதர் ஸ்டேட் தான். ஸோ அவர் 2-3 நாள் முன்னாடி என்ன பார்க்கணும்னு வந்தாரு. அவருக்கும் டைம் இல்லை, எனக்கும் டைம் இல்லை. நாங்க 2 பேரும் மீட் பண்ணிக்க முடியல. ஸோ ஐ வாண்ட் எவ்ரிபடி டு விஷ் சித்தார்த் a wonderful luck and prosperous days in the future. So girls, first நீங்க சித்தார்த் அண்ணாவுக்கு விஷ் சொல்லுங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் தானேஸ்வர் will speak very fast. ஏன்னா ஏர்போர்ட் போயிட்டு இருக்காரு. Come on girls, open your mic and speak.
Hi, Anna.
Yeah, hi.
Congratulations, Anna.
Thank you so much. I guess all are doing good.
Yes.
Wish you guys all the best.
Thank you. All the best,
Yeah.
Anna.
Thank you so much, guys. And you've got a
Thank you, Anna.
yeah, thank you. And you guys have got the best trainer that
Yes,
that one could ever have.
Yes,
Yeah.
we know, Anna.
Yeah. So Mudinjala, like try to learn a lot from him and make use of him to the maximum so that you guys can do well in the upcoming future. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah. Thank you so much. Same to you guys.
சித்தார்த் நீ
Anna, we all are here for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I feel delighted and happy.
ஓகே சித்தார்த், என்ன கம்பெனி எங்க போற அப்படிங்கறத ஒரு குவிக்கா சொல்லிட்டீங்கன்னா it will be nice.
ஸோ வந்து பேசிக்லி நான் வந்து I got placed in a market research company which primarily does market research in various fields. ஸோ என்னோட ஜாப் ப்ரொஃபைல் வந்துட்டு ஃபார்மா டொமைன்ல இருக்கும். ஸோ பேசிக்கலா நான் வந்துட்டு ஃபார்மா கம்பெனிஸ்க்கு I'll be carrying out researches, that is market research. So what will be the demand for a particular product? இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் மார்க்கெட்ல புதுசா ஒரு மருந்து வரப்போகுது அப்படின்னா, ஸோ அந்த மருந்துக்கு என்ன மாதிரியான ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, ஒரு வெல்கம் இருக்கும், எவ்வளவு அக்செப்டன்ஸ் இருக்கும், எவ்வளவு சேல்ஸ் இருக்கும், எவ்வளவு சப்ளை இருக்கும். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி மார்க்கெட் ரிசர்ச் கேரி அவுட் பண்றது. ஸோ பேசிக்லி பிரைமரி ரிசர்ச், செகண்டரி ரிசர்ச்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ரிசர்ச்சை வந்து பேசிக்கலா கிளாஸிஃபை பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ நான் மெயினா வந்து ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ண போறது செகண்டரி ரிசர்ச்சா இருக்கும். ஸோ இதுதான் என்னோட ஜாப் ப்ரொஃபைல். என்னோட ஜாப் டெசிக்னேஷன் வந்துட்டு ரிசர்ச் அசோசியேட்.
So
Yeah, thank you. And என்னோட ஒர்க் லொகேஷன் வந்து நோய்டா, and the name of the company is Texai Research.
So நோய்டாவுக்கு ஃப்ளைட் பிடிச்சி இன்னைக்கு சித்தார்த் போறாப்படி. இட்ஸ் a proud moment.
அது டெல்லி பக்கத்துல இருக்கு நோய்டா.
Right. So he's basically going to Delhi. எங்க அக்காவுக்கு வந்து இது ஒரு ப்ரௌட் மூமெண்ட். ஸோ அவங்களும் கூட இருக்காங்க, கார்ல உட்கார்ந்து இருக்காங்க, தெரியும். ஸோ அவங்க ஒரு பெரிய பிஸ்னஸ் உமன். ஸோ கேர்ள்ஸ், ஷீ இஸ் அ வண்டர்ஃபுல் இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் ஃபார் யூ. அவங்க பிஸ்னஸ் ரொம்ப நல்லா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. எங்க ஃபேமிலிலேயே ஒன் ஆஃப் தி எலைட் பிஸ்னஸ் பீப்புள். தனியா இன்சூரன்ஸ் கம்பெனில வேலை பார்த்துட்டு இப்போ தனியா அவங்க பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஒரு நாள் டெஃபினட்டா அவங்க எல்லாத்தையும் அவங்க பேசுவாங்க. அவங்கள நம்ம பாரத் ஜியான் ஜூம் மீட்டிங்க்கு we will invite her and she will give a speech. And right.
Anna, when you return, Anna?
Initially எனக்கு எப்படி ஒரு 4 months ஆயிரும். So once I return, once I come back, I'll certainly meet you all.
Okay, Anna, you be safe and keep your.
அஜ்மல்,
Sir?
நீ கேட்ட கொஸ்டினுக்கு நான் பதில் சொல்றேன். அக்கா விட எப்ப சம்பாதிக்கிறது ஜாஸ்தி ஆகுதோ அப்பதான் திரும்ப வர சொல்லியிருக்கேன் சித்தார்த். Okay, right. Taneshwar, do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sidhu, Taneshwar is right from US. Taneshwar is attending this session from US. So he is in the 9th grade. Nama girls Mari, he is also a school student, and he will give a quick wish to you. Taneshwar, would you like to speak something to Siddharth?
Yes, sir. Congratulations and good luck on your job, Anna.
Yeah, thank you so much, Daneshwar. Hope you're doing good.
Yes.
And try to learn maximum from Manikandan sir, because believe it or not, he is the best trainer as well as a motivational speaker. One could ever see and get and interact with. So try learning a lot. Yeah, and what else to say? That's it from my side. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Siddharth. I'm feeling complacent with your comments, and I'm really happy about it. So Siddharth, all the very best.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mama. Because you know what, I'm a product of yours. Like to be simple and precise.
Thank you, Siddharth. Thank you. Ravi Perpa, உடைய ஆசீர்வாதம் எப்போ உனக்கு இருக்கும். So make the best out of this wonderful opportunity and make all of us proud. God bless you, Siddharth.
Kandipa Mama. Take care.
Take care.
Once again, thank you so much, guys. And Mama, have a happy weekend.
Thank you, Siddharth. எப்போ நீ ஏதாவது பேசணும் இருந்துச்சுனாலும் just come in the video call and we will speak about your profession and anything that is concerned with it. Okay?
Kandipa Mama. Yeah, certainly, Mama.
Okay, Kanna. Thank you so much. லதா கேட்ட நான் சொன்னேன்னு சொல்லிடு.
கண்டிப்பா சொல்றேன் மாமா.
Okay, pa. Right, girls, and Taneshwar, say bye to Siddharth. Bye, Siddharth. Bye.
Yeah, bye, guys.
Anna,
Bye.
congratulations, Anna, and keep yourself very safely. Do your work very well, Anna.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Anna, bye.
Yeah.
All right,
bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye, Mama. Bye, guys. Bye, Taneshwar.
Bye,
Yeah.
Sidhu. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, Mama. Party கேட்டதா சொல்லுங்க மாமா.
கண்டிப்பா சொல்றேன்.
எல்லாத்தையும் கேட்டதா சொல்லுங்க.
கட்டாயமா சொல்றேன்.
அதையும் கேட்டதா சொல்லுங்க.
சொல்றேன். Right.
Okay, Mama. Yeah, bye.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye, Mama. Bye.
Oh, yes.
All right, so thank you, girls. He felt very, very proud. ராமகிருஷ்ணா காலேஜில் கோயம்புத்தூர் ராமகிருஷ்ணா காலேஜில் பயோடெக்னாலஜி முடிச்சுட்டு அண்ட் அமிட்டி யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் எம்எஸ்சி முடிச்சுட்டு now he is going to Delhi for his first job. Okay, right. சரி, இப்போ coming back to Kanisha's presentation, கீர்த்திகாவுடைய ஸ்கூல் அண்ட் கனிஷாவுடைய ஸ்கூல் அது ரெண்டையும் கேட்கும்போது ஃபீல் லைக் இட்ஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் அ ட்ரீம் ஸ்கூல். இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்கூல் இருந்தால் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும்னு தோணும். தட்ஸ் அ ரியல் வண்டர்ஃபுல் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன். அந்த மைண்ட் அதை திங்க் பண்றதுக்காக தான் இந்த எக்ஸசைஸ் கொடுத்தேன். எக்ஸிபிஷன் ஸ்பேஸை பத்தி பேசினாலும் சரி, பிளாக் தண்டருக்கு நிகராக ஒன்று இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு, அதே மாதிரி ஸ்கூல்ல வந்துட்டு இவ்வளவுதான் ஃபீஸ் அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ தட் திங்கிங் இஸ் ரியலி குட். ஸோ குட் ஜாப் கனிஷா அண்ட் ரம்யா, வெரி வெல். ஓகே, now it's 7:37. Taneshwar has been waiting for a long time. இன்னும் நமக்கு 2-3 டீம்ஸ் இருக்கீங்க. I think Ajmal's team is, that is Angelica's team is waiting, and Abhinandini's team is waiting, and Taneshwar's presentation is pending. So இத வந்து we will continue tomorrow. Taneshwar, சொல்லுங்க. Yes. I understand. ஒரு நிமிஷம் நீங்க சார் நீங்கன்னா நான் ஒரே நிமிஷம் நான் பேசி முடிச்சிடுறேன், அது வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ணு. கீர்த்திகா ஃபோக்கஸ். அங்க என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க நீ? கனிஷாவை போட்டு குத்திட்டு இருக்க. Taneshwar, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So can we expect your presentation tomorrow about the vacation space?
Yeah, okay, that's okay, sir.
Or do you have any other plan? Tomorrow are you attending?
I can attend tomorrow, sir.
Right. Girls, Taneshwar is here Sunday. ஏன்னா இவங்க எல்லாரும் வெக்கேஷன்ல இருக்காங்க, மித்ரா தக்ஷின் எல்லாரும். So நாளைக்கு இதே மாதிரி 6:30 shall we have a class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. யார் எத்தனை மணிக்கு ஹிந்தி கிளாஸ்?
6 to 7:30, sir. 5:45 to 7:30, sir.
Okay, right. அப்போ தானேஷ்வருக்கு நான் தனியா கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். We will meet on Tuesday then.
Okay, sir.
Monday we will not be having class, so Tuesday as per schedule எப்பவுமே Monday class இல்ல. So as Tuesday, but Taneshwar, இப்போ since you are not going to meet Taneshwar tomorrow, இப்பவே Taneshwar presentation முடிச்சிடுறோம். Shall we?
Okay, sir.
Come on Taneshwar, you can present now.
Okay, sir. So I did a vacation space, and so in my vacation space there's going to be a resort and a hotel, and the name of the whole thing is called Seaside Hotel. And then some of the facilities are there's a large swimming pool, there's free breakfast and free parking, and there is the thing is near a beach and has a theme park inside of it, and you have the chance to go on a cruise ship if you want to. And why it's better is it's in the best weather regardless of the season. It will always be hot here, and people can come here year round, and there are many different activities to do, like going on roller coasters, and there's water parks in here, or you can go spend time in the beach or in the swimming pool. And the cost is also very cheap, and with this you can get access to the whole park without any other additional costs. And there are also like restaurants, there are also many different restaurants inside and outside the hotel that you can have an option to pick from, and you can eat from there. And the resort is in the Bahamas, which has the best weather. So it's and it has one of the largest vacation space in the world, and it's located on an island of its own, and so we have all the space to ourselves. So yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. So I was clearly visualizing what you were trying to say, and near the Bahamas is really very exciting. although I haven't visited America, I have been hearing a lot about Bahamas. Good planning, Siddharth. I mean, sorry, Tanishwar.
Thank you, sir.
Very good, Tanishwar.
Thank you, everybody.
Tanishwar, I have a question. Like 4:30 p.m. IST in the evening, will that be a possibility for you? If I
can see, sir.
please see. (4:30) or 5 o'clock IST, 5 p.m. IST.
Yeah, yes, sir. That could work.
Okay, girls, I have a question. 6:30 வரைக்கும் தானேஸ்வரை வெயிட் பண்ண வைக்கிறதுக்கு பதிலா உங்களுடைய ஹிந்தி கிளாஸை இன்டர்வியூன் பண்றதுக்கு பதிலா ஒரு 4:30 4:45 அப்படின்னு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணா தானேஸ்வர் யூஎஸ்ல இருந்து அட்டென்ட் பண்ணுவா. அப்படி ஒரு 5:30க்கு நம்ம கிளாஸ் முடிச்சுக்கலாம். தானேஸ்வர் கேன் ஆல்சோ லீவ், யூ கேன் ஆல்சோ லீவ் அண்ட் யூ கேன் கோ டு ஹிந்தி கிளாஸ். இஸ் இட் ஃபைன்?
Okay, sir.
இல்ல அந்த டைம்ல தூங்கிட்டு இருப்பீங்களா?
No, sir.
So tomorrow Sunday class இனிமே ஏன்னா தானேஸ்வர் சாட்டர்டே சண்டே மட்டும்தான் தானேஸ்வருடைய கிளாஸ். கண்டிப்பா தானேஸ்வருடைய கிளாஸை நான் கட் பண்ண முடியாது. ஒருத்தரா இருந்தாலும் கண்டிப்பா கிளாஸ் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணி ஆகணும். பட் நீங்க நாளைக்கு ஃப்ரீயா இருக்கீங்க, பிளஸ் சண்டே கிளாஸ் வச்சுக்கலாம் அன்னைக்கு நீங்க சொன்னீங்க. ஸோ ஐ தாட் why not you and Tanishwar join for the class? Is it okay, girls?
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay, Tanishwar. So I will tell you exactly when to join the Zoom window tomorrow, and maybe between 4:45 p.m. to 5 p.m. IST, you'll be able to jump into the Zoom. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Tomorrow we'll have a different team activity. You will also be in one of the team along with some girls, and we will have a 1 day of activity tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
All right, Tanishwar. So you can leave. And girls, Tanishwar is leaving. Give your byes to him.
Bye, Tanishwar. Bye, Tanishwar.
Bye, sir. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Tanishwar. Bye. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. ரொம்ப கைண்டா ட்ரீட் பண்றீங்க எல்லாரையும். I really appreciate all you girls. Siddharth ஏர்போர்ட்ல இருந்து மெசேஜ் அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கான். மாமா, your students are really nice. Thanks பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி தானிஷ் என்ன நீங்க கைண்டா சொல்றது எல்லாமே சில பேர் டக்குன்னு கிளம்பி போயிடுறாங்க. அது நம்ம ப்ளேம் பண்ண முடியாது. ஜூம் செட்டிங் அப்படி டக்குன்னு அவங்க லீவ் மீட்டிங் அப்படின்னு கொடுத்துருவாங்க. ஸோ அப்புறம் வந்து நீங்க சங்கடப்படுறாதீங்க. என்னடா நம்ம பேஸ்ட்டுக்கு அவங்க போயிட்டாங்களே அப்படின்ட்டு. Right. Okay. So in the activity ரொம்ப நல்லா பண்ணீங்க. We still have 2 more teams I should say. We have Angelica's team and Abhinandini's team. Kamala team present பண்ணிட்டீங்க, ரம்யா team present பண்ணிட்டீங்க, and Beulah team present பண்ணிட்டீங்க. தானேஸ்வர் முடிச்சிட்டு அப்படி. So நாளைக்கு இந்த மற்ற 2 டீம் you will start. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு புது ஆக்டிவிட்டி along with Tanishwar.
Okay, sir.
So Ajimol, which team you belong to? எந்த டீம்ல இருக்க நீ? Okay, right. Fine. So good job, girls. Exercises எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்களா?
Of course.
Right. We'll meet tomorrow. நான் கரெக்டா எப்ப ஜூம்ல நீங்க அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணணுமோ அப்ப நான் மேடம்க்கு குரூப்ல மெசேஜ் அனுப்புறேன். Just jump into Zoom meeting, okay?
Okay, sir.
Spread great things and live strong. Bye-bye.
Live strong, sir. Bye, sir. Good
night. Bye-bye. Good night. Hope you saw live.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Sir, well, this all
Direct class.
When you come direct class, sir.
Direct class might be on coming Tuesday.
Okay, sir.
Tuesday இல்லாட்டி சரி டியூஸ்டேவா வெட்னஸ்டேவா தேர்ஸ்டேவான்னு முடிவு பண்ணி எனக்கு சொல்லுங்க.
Sir, in
பேசி முடிவு பண்ணி நாளைக்கு கிளாஸ்ல எனக்கு ஃபைனலா சொல்லு எப்ப. Alright, bye bye, see you girls. Thank you. என்ன சொன்ன? All is well னா என்ன? சினிமா டயலாக் எல்லாம் சொன்ன வந்த அடி போன.
If you
I am
Sir, your happiness good. I am very good. Your happiness is make my smile. You sir,
அது வந்து எப்படின்னா
sir.
your happiness makes me smile. அப்படிதான். அதாவது your happiness makes me smile. Makes.
Sir, Sophia is a very bad girl, sir.
Bye. Take care. Bye bye. Bye.